Hello, Bigfoot enthusiast. Scott here from Squatch America.
And Hannah, domestic goddess, chick cook, and doggy mama in the paddy wagon tonight. And why is Texas not as warm as it's supposed to be?
I don't know.
Gosh.
Gosh.
The dog is messing with the backdrop.
I know. Things aren't right tonight. All right. But we're here.
Texas, come on. We came to you to be warm. You're not helping us out here.
Yeah, we are in our last day at Lake Texoma. And you want to know how bright I am? It was like just the other day, like 2 days ago, I realized that Lake Texoma was on the border of Texas and Oklahoma, and that's why it was called Texoma.
And now y'all know what I have to live with all the time. You're so smart.
Yes, I am. I'm smart.
Play the intro.
Playing the intro. All right, so welcome. Everybody's jumping in here. We got Scott and Galen and Michelle, and hi, Don. I saw you earlier.
Hi, Michael and Brian and Chewy.
Michelle?
Yep, Michelle. I hope you're feeling better, Michelle. Michelle had a Hannah encounter.
Uh-oh, that's bad.
That means I had hives back in September.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, not pretty. So I hope you're
Not
feeling
good.
better, because that really sucks. Dale is on and Jim.
Pyro.
If Dale is on, does that mean Denise is watching it on the TV?
It does.
Pyro. And yeah, we marked Oklahoma off our buck. Well, sort of. Does having multiple Walmart encounters in Oklahoma count?
Yeah,
And
so.
we had really nasty Mexican food. Y'all just don't know how to do Mexican food up here. You'd think you would, but no, it's like not. So
And Ben. Hi, Ben. Jim. Did we say Jim?
yes, we said Jen.
Okay.
And
All right.
anyway, I would love actually, Pyro, we were kind of looking at property in Oklahoma, in southeastern Oklahoma, because you know, we're kind of like we would love a landing pad, somewhere we could put a bunker in and do all that weird stuff, because you know him. But you know, Oklahoma's got great real estate prices.
Yep, they do.
Considering the crazy economy that we're in. It's like, oh, so we have to look at things that might fit in our budget or lack of budget. So, you know.
All right. Well, folks, you ready to talk some Bigfoot? Guess what I got for you today?
He's got a PowerPoint.
I have a PowerPoint. That's a thing. So this is something I've been thinking about for a while, and
Raptor, nice to see you, man.
I wanted to put it into context for you all, because it's a question I get all the time.
You're saying that a lot these days.
What?
Y'all.
Oh, well, we have been like a month and a half in Texas or longer. And we're going to be here another month too. So I'm going to be saying y'all for a while.
Probably another month or about 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks.
So
I really wish we didn't have to go back so dang early. I'm trying to figure out why we have to go back so dang early.
Sportsman shows annoying. That's why.
So we can go back slowly. Is that why? Because we like to poke our way.
Well, we could, if you want to just bolt, we could do that too.
I don't know. We'll have to talk about it.
Well, anyway, we'll talk.
Although I do think we've got a couple weeks and we have to stop in New Mexico. That's why.
That's why.
Because we promised people in New Mexico.
Yep. And we were going to have an interesting stop in Arizona, which.
Can I go meditate in Snowflake?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what that means.
Snowflake, Arizona. Hello. It's got awesome ley lines.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Now we're going someplace even
Lester,
cooler.
welcome.
We're going even further.
Lester, welcome to our channel. Listen, if you can deal with our sense of humor and our incredible political incorrectness, then you are with family.
Oh, and there you are.
So
Okay. So, shall we get into the PowerPoint?
do we have to?
Yeah, we do.
All right, go for it.
All right. So we are going to be talking about the population of Bigfoot.
It's a secret. It's a secret. It's a secret.
It's a secret. We're going to be unveiling.
I covered my face.
There we go. We're going to be unveiling the truth. No, we're not. We're just kind of making. You know, this title is clickbait.
Shh.
We found an AI that actually shows us how to clickbait people. Okay, exploring the secret
I've known how to
Bigfoot
clickbait
population
people for years, but you've never been willing to do it.
I know. So here we go. Now this is an interesting thing that I actually had a discussion with Dr. Jeff Meldrum about this, and he has a presentation that he does
about Bigfoot balls.
No, about Bigfoot population. Anyway,
same thing. It's the same presentation.
It is the same presentation, but the interesting thing.
One is boring. The other is interesting clickbait. Which would you click on? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it in the chat. What would you click on? Bigfoot population or Bigfoot balls? Come on. Let's be honest, folks. We're all really only 8th graders.
You're in rare form today. So, oh my gosh. So this is kind of the advantage we get when we speak at these Bigfoot festivals. And like we spoke with Jeff, what, 3 times?
I don't know. I don't remember. A lot.
Like 4 times we were both speaking at the same events last year. So you get to hang out and talk. So Bigfoot population came up in one of his talks, and I'm going to start throwing some numbers at you. And these are derived from him taking his college students and doing research with using them to do research.
Kent, it's literally just coffee.
Yeah.
Just coffee. Nothing fancy. Nothing of an adult variety.
No, just coffee. So what they did is they took Bigfoot reports in an area, and I believe he used the Blue Mountains as a matter of fact, and took all the Bigfoot reports from all the various Bigfoot reporting agencies and figured out the population in the Blue Mountains. So I'm going to do the same thing, but since we are headed to Lake Tawakoni tomorrow, and we're going to be hanging out for the next 3 weeks, we're going to do Bigfooting in a place called the Sam Houston National Forest. So I'm going to be using the Sam Houston with Dr. Jeff's estimate of Bigfoot population through the study they did. So the Sam Houston National Forest, which we've squatched in before, actually.
That's where I harvested my wild red bay leaf.
Yeah.
Would like to harvest some more of that.
Yeah. So, yeah, when we're in the forest, Hannah's is doing all the
foraging.
So, so the Sam Houston National Forest is 255 square miles. So here's what Dr. Jeff's study came up with. So if we were to take the Sam Houston National Forest and lay out these 20-mile circles in it. So his estimate is there's one Bigfoot for every 20 square. Oh, these are acres actually. Miles. Yeah, 20 square mile circles. So in the Sam Houston National Forest of 255 square miles, we'll end up to have a population of roughly 12.75 Bigfoot.
Does that mean there are 12 and one is like 2/3 pregnant?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, got you.
Probably. That's how that works. Or that's just math.
Raptor wants to know if we have to buy a permit to film in the state park.
You do have to buy permits to film in the state park, or you just don't get caught. One of the two.
Shh. I'm supposed to give away our trade secrets.
Yeah. Yep, and no drones are allowed.
Yep.
So, anyway, so if we
don't have a film crew with us, so
yeah,
it's
so
usually not an
it's
issue.
usually not an issue. And we tend to film on our own deep in the woods, so nobody really sees us doing it. But
we're gonna have the black helicopters chasing us tomorrow now.
Yeah, probably. And if we don't divulge where we're at when we do the videos, there's all that. But yeah. So we figured out there's 12.75 Bigfoot in the area. So that
did you completely lose your train of thought?
I did. You this whole opening just shocked me. I'm all shook up. Okay.
And then you get the people that go completely off topic in the chat. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's the deal. I like to break it down to acres. So that's one Bigfoot for every 13,600 acres. So people wonder why people don't see these things. Well, there's so many people in the woods. We're going to be getting to that in a minute. So if we do the math here, for every acre, there is a 13,601 chance you'll be in the same acre as a Bigfoot. And then there's the chance that if it's standing still or behind a tree, you won't see it. So people wonder why there's so many people in the woods and so many cameras in the woods, and how come we never catch a Bigfoot? Well, there's a reason why. So,
hey, I've got some math for you. Go back to that slide. You're not paying attention, mister. Okay, so there are 3,717,792 square miles in the in the United States. I'm assuming
I'm coming to that later.
You are?
Yeah. Don't be jumping ahead. Okay. She's driving me crazy. All right. So let's see. We've been on the air for 13 minutes.
I got you beat, Locke. Just saying.
What's that?
Nothing. You didn't want me to talk, so.
Let's do a commercial, and then we'll shock everybody.
We're gonna try to pull ourselves back. As we travel and search for Bigfoot, we use a lot of equipment that uses the internet to operate. Also, in our town hall meetings and live streams, we need a reliable connection. We use Nomad Internet. There's a link and discount code below, so join us and have internet access on the go. All right.
Are we back?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm hearing Charlie Brown's teacher in my head tonight, so you gotta liven this party up, babe.
Okay.
Ira said he was waiting to hear the lady with the degrees do the math in her head. I was not a math major. In fact, you want to know what a secret is? My very first grad degree, my professor, my research professor, was so excited about the work I was doing in my thesis, and I loved the thesis work, actually doing the research, but the analysis and computation is not something that this does. He did it for me. He was so excited about it. It's like, dude, you just keep going, man. So those are my math skills.
Yeah. So let's see. I got to figure the right button again. Oh, look, I did it. So here's something that's really cool. So I took all these numbers because that's what I do. I know I like numbers.
Unless you ask you, how long have you been doing this? I don't know,
I
2
don't know.
months, 20 years.
I do numbers. I don't do time. My brain doesn't work on time. I don't know why. So
Maybe it's because you realize you are an eternal being of energy and time is just an illusion.
yeah, that's it. All right. So all these green spots on this here, all these green spots. Now she's gonna laugh for 20 minutes and there's gonna be a snort. Just hang on for the snort. Anyway, so there's all these green spots here are the national forests in the United States. And if you notice, there's a dreadful lack of national forests in Texas.
There really is.
We've been trying to squatch in Texas for a month and a half, and it's hard to do because there's no public land.
There's BLM land, but squatters
There's
mess it up.
Yeah,
It's gross.
yeah, and there's what's that? The Army Corps of Engineers.
Corps of Engineers.
Big thing
That's what
here.
I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. So these are all the national forests.
Best national forests really are up in the Pacific Northwest. It's true.
Yeah, the best ones are up here. To be honest with you, there's none in Maine either. Too. That's a weird thing too. But
Maine is still cool. All right.
I know. But so the national forest in the United States makes up of 700 million square miles.
No, it can't possibly.
Yes. 700 million square miles.
The United States is only 3 million something.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's way bigger than that.
No, it's not.
Look up the national forest. 700 million square miles, which works out to
okay. All right, I'm doing it.
448 trillion acres.
All right.
See, you don't believe anything Google says. All right. So there's three.
The United States has 154 protected areas known as national forests, covering 294,275 square miles.
What? That's not what I looked up.
Yeah, I don't know what you looked up.
So now we got to redo the math.
Afraid so.
No, I think you're wrong.
No.
Because I looked it up. It said 7 million.
No, it did not. Because, all right.
You're on Wikipedia. That doesn't count.
Okay. Here's the thing. The
Wikipedia's wrong. When I was in college,
the entire United States is 3,531,900.
Okay, so you just saw
maybe
my wife.
Maybe 700,000.
That might be it.
Okay, so his numbers are totally off. We should just stop this show right now.
No, so I'm just going to redo the math. So how many square miles?
Okay, the United States, including Alaska, is 3 million.
No, I'm talking about national forest.
Oh, national forest. Oh, for Pete's fucking. All right, one more time. Okay. Jesus have mercy on my soul. No, it's not. Okay. So, all right. According to Wikipedia, which is the best we can do.
Oh.
The best we can do. Where did it go? Here it is. 294,000.
Okay, 294,000.
275.
Oh.
275.
275.
Now, do this because people will go nuts. Okay. Square miles. I'll type that in. Okay.
So, calculate how many that is.
Acres.
In acres.
Is 188 million.
Okay. 188.
88 million. 336,000. Are they watching this?
No.
179 acres.
Okay. So divide that by that.
Okay, that I can do. 188,336. I hope you guys have your popcorn tonight. Divided by 332 boop, 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 equals. That's 0.56.
Okay.
All right.
So 0.56. Well, that's
Okay.
not as impressive as my
It's
original.
not nearly as impressive, but show them.
I'm going to. All right.
Oh,
So we're gonna.
what the? There's a fly on the camera.
There's a fly on the camera.
Okay, so while he's getting this booted up, Texas, first of all, you have a dreadful lack of coffee culture.
Yes, you
in this
do.
state. Get your thing. Get your
It's
thing.
ready.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's ready.
Lack of coffee culture. The flies never die. In fact, I literally, for every fly I kill in this house, 10 more rise up from its corpse. It's disgusting. And there's one buzzing around us right now. What else? And it's still cold in the winter. We got to go to Florida. Okay.
Okay. So back to this. Oh, we need to change that one too. But
yes, you do. All right. Here's the real.
So here's the real
Janice, you have missed nothing but a lot of foolishness and shenanigans. Chicanery.
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 All right. So here we go. Now that I did my math all wrong and we had to fix it. So if we were to take the entire population of the United States and put them all in the national forest at the same time, that would be basically 2 people on every acre.
Of national forest.
National forest only.
Not city lot.
No, just the national forest.
I want you to think about national forests as they usually are once you get off the trails.
Uh-huh.
That's
so you got to figure a city. What is it? An acre? It's like a city block or one city block.
I was going to say an acre is about 3 of where your mom lives.
Yeah.
So
anyway, that's a city block.
Cover
basically.
that in trees and brush and.
So literally, if everybody in the United States went to the national forest at the same time and they divided them all up equally, 2 people in every square acre. So think about that. So in those Texas acres we talked about in the Sam Houston National Forest.
Yeah, Lester said just try to get a Gen Z off the couch that search their acre.
There we go.
You know,
true story. Where is that?
It's down there at the bottom. Do you know, if we took all their phones away and forced them to go out there, could solve all the problems.
Yeah, that's it.
We'd never see them again.
All right.
Okay. Oh my gosh, he's almost at the end of his presentation.
I know, that's all we had. Because we were just going to talk about it after that.
Okay.
And talk about other stuff. All right. So that's it. So people ask, well, why don't people see these all the time? Well, that's because there's only, what is it? 1 of them in every 12 acres. Is that what I came up with?
Yeah.
Yeah. 12. There's only 1 of them in every 12.7.
I think there are 12. There's almost 13. There's 12 to 13 in every 20 square miles.
Yeah.
Okay, so 20 square miles. Now this is what I was getting at. Completely messed me up here, bub. All right. I got to get this. So here's it. 3717792. 3717792 divided by 12.75. Okay. No. Times 12.75 divided by 20 equals times 12.75. So Locke said he did a live show not like a year or 2 years ago, estimating that there were probably 1 million Bigfoot in the United States, including Alaska, because we're going to include Alaska. We are not going to include the communist state of Canada.
Yeah.
So according to this math, and God only knows how accurate this math is, but according to this math, if this is correct, then we are looking at a possible population of 2,370,092 and a bun in the oven.
Yeah. Why?
In the United States.
Yeah.
So that's like, and what does this mean? Why do we care about this?
Why do we even care?
2 people on 1 acre, you would not be able to see each other. You have never been to the North Main Woods, have you, sir? You cannot see 10 feet into the North Main
yes.
Woods.
2 people on every acre, they would be able to see each other.
No.
Yeah, and there's some places in
there's some places in Texas you can't see into the woods.
You can't. I can't see somebody on the other side of an acre from me. No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, like that. Even on that area we were hiking this summer, it's like I couldn't even walk without falling down because it was all tree and brush and overgrowth, and so once you've actually been off human trails,
yeah,
so
yeah, and like especially places like Maine. Oh my gosh, Maine is so thick. Texas, as a matter of fact, is pretty thick woods. A lot of juniper trees and
oh my gosh,
oak trees together. And
so here's the thing: when we were camping at the Lake Whitney freaking Thousand Trails campground, I looked out. Now, I gotta say, I got not great peepers here, but when I stood at my camper door and I looked, and I had Daisy tethered up so she could go chew on something out there, and gave her about 20 feet of lead. When I stood at the door and looked out into the woods where I saw her lead go, I thought she had gotten off of her lead because I couldn't see her, and she wasn't 10 feet away. She was just sitting in the brush. So yeah. Now, if it's an acre of desert, you could probably see someone coming at you. If it's an acre in Oklahoma, probably.
Yeah.
At least where we were. Pretty barren. But not like a Pacific Northwest forest. Something in the Blue Mountains. Nope. No, you can't see 20 feet in the Blue Mountains.
Yeah.
So Joe said that's why he lives smack dab in the middle of his land. He can pee off the porch and not worry about the neighbors.
Agreed.
Here's one of my favorite photos of Scott.
All right. So this is the North Main Woods right here. And you can't see an acre. In fact, you can only see maybe 100 yards back there.
Which is roughly 30 feet.
Or not even, not I mean like 20 yards, I was going to say, not 100 yards.
60 feet.
Yeah, like 60 feet. You can't see 60 feet into this forest. So if you had 2 people on this acre, a Bigfoot could walk between you and you'd never see it.
Yep. It's true. Heck, you can't see a moose coming through that.
You can't.
It's crazy.
You hear them.
You smell them.
Yeah, but
anyway, yeah, Log, I can imagine, it's kind of a paradigm exploder, because we've all been so conditioned to believe what we were taught, right? And learning to think and reason for oneself is a scary, scary rabbit hole to go down. And when you start thinking and reasoning for yourself, then you start coming up against, opposition. But it's such a paradigm shifter to think that there really is an unclassified human that we don't recognize in the millions out there. And I mean, it's just, yeah, I can see you getting lots of pushback on that. Yeah. Brian said he couldn't see a moose 3 feet off trail in thick vegetation. So true.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
I think I'd be more scared of the moose than the Bigfoot, though. I think perhaps a Bigfoot might be scared of a moose.
Yeah.
Mean old bastards they are.
Yeah.
So, okay. So why is this important?
So when people ask you that question, well, if there's Bigfoot, people would see him all the time. BS. People won't see him all the time. But here's the deal. The odds of seeing one is like, what I did my math wrong because my calculations were wrong, but
You put crap data in and got
crap
crap
data.
info out.
Okay.
User error.
But you know, you have like a what was it, like 1 in 13 million chance to see a Bigfoot being in the woods.
And you have to go where they are, which is generally not where people go.
Right. So, but with that said, I think through all the, now we get tons of reports a month, and you know, I say, well, and don't go by that, because the reports we 7 years ago, you know, or you know,
My granddad used
my
to tell this
granddad
story
story,
around the
yeah.
campfire.
So that's most of the reports we get, but there's probably about, I would say, I'm guessing for just us alone, maybe 12 or 13 a year, that last week this was what happened to me, you know. And since we spend so much stupid time in the woods, but we go where the Bigfoot are because we got reports and we know where they're at. um we have experiences maybe once every other year.
We find footprints
We find
everywhere, every year on our own.
we find probably one set of footprints a year.
Possibly a nesting area, maybe once a year, once every 2 years. Actual encounters could be every 2 to 3, 4 years.
Yeah, encounters, and she means encounters by sounds, tree knocks, interactions, stuff like that. I've been, like I said, I've been doing this for like 25 years, and I've had one visual. Um, and I count myself extremely lucky for that, because I probably will never, it'll never happen again. You know, because there's some of these Bigfoot guys who've been doing this their whole lives, like Peter Byrne never had an experience. John Green never saw one. John Bennagel never saw a Bigfoot. Um, Patterson Gimlin saw one, and they spent the rest of their lives in the woods, never saw another one. Paul Freeman saw, I think he had 2 encounters. If Michael, you're in the chat, I didn't see him, but I think he had 2 or 3, I can't remember, but he was in an extremely lucky area. But then after he got his video and got so much flack about it, he spent every weekend in the woods after that for the rest of his life and never saw another one. So so there's tons of you know, I'm trying what I was going to say, but with all that said, there's probably 1 or 200, I would say, just off the top of my head, actual Bigfoot sightings every year by somebody somewhere. You know, because not going by just our reports, but the BFRO, Bigfoot Mapping Project, Jeff, Cliff, all those guys who get reports. There's probably,
and there is some overlap there, by the way.
Yeah, and there is some overlap, but I would say probably around 100 people every year have visual encounters with these things in the United States. But like I said, it's like winning the lottery.
Okay, we got some stuff.
Okay.
All right. Brian says, by the way, hi Dawn. Says he sees plenty of large forested areas where nobody goes looking down from the higher elevations.
I can't see it.
I clicked on it.
I know. If you see me doing this, is because I can't see around the microphone to the chat. Don't you can't move it, or you'll make comments.
Okay. Anyway, it's true. Where were we? Give me a minute. We were camping somewhere. I think it was when we were above Leavenworth. We were camping above Leavenworth that weekend, and we looked down, and there were thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of acres that humans can't get to.
Yeah.
Unless you're really, really invested in the process. But you can't drive there. There are no trails. It's just like straight up, completely forested. And Scott looked out there and said, Squatches are out there.
Yeah.
Because they can traverse that. That's the point. They can traverse that. Their bodies have evolved to manage in that kind of terrain, whereas ours have not. Squatch and Cowboy says, sounds like a good title for a movie. Go where the Bigfoot go. I want to get, what's his nose? Who's our musician friend? Tom Bennett could write a song.
Could write that song.
Yes. I can hear it in my head.
Yeah. And he did all countrified too.
Yes, he would. I adore him. I like Janice's observation. By the way, thank you for being a member, Janice. There are 364,000 acres in the Tillamook National Forest. If there's one every 13,600 acres, then we should have 26 and 3/4. So 26 and a prego.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
That sounds about right.
Yep, that's kind of what, because you figured it out for the Blue Mountains. It's roughly, and honestly, here's the deal though. It's probably the same bunch between Tillamook and the Blue Mountains.
No.
No?
No.
Oh, okay.
Separate group.
Separate group. Okay. All right. Thank you, William. Someone's got to entertain. So, and don't try what? Tree knocking. Don't try that in the
in the res.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. Hi, Don. Good to see you tonight.
We don't do a lot of.
We don't do a lot of
reservations.
We've never.
We have once, but.
Were we actually on? We weren't actually on the reservation. We were skirting it.
Right.
On that private property.
Mm-hmm.
Donna, I feel your pain. Numbers, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ben, that will make it harder to find in the Tillamook State Forest. It's true.
Yep.
And as far as state parks go, Lester, I don't even want to go there. I don't.
Well, what did he say about it?
A long time ago, he said you need to add state parks to that list. It's like, yeah, we were just doing national forest. We did not do state parks. So if you throw the state parks in there, if you throw all the private land, the private forested land in there, then you just made the population even sparser. We were just going with, well you didn't really make it sparse. You made it a little bigger, actually.
Right. You just got to, the going rate is, according to Dr. Jeff Meldrum and the study they did, is one Bigfoot in every 20 square miles.
And that's what I calculated for the total. I use total square miles. So possibly in the United States, we're looking at 2,370,000. And so,
there you go, Locke. Double your number and then tell the haters to keep on hating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not plus not equals not. Yes, Pyro, right?
Yeah, because I went to the Jethro Bodine School of Ciphering.
Yes, and that probably gave you more education than Common Core ever could.
Yeah.
All right. So what else do we have for these poor souls tonight? These poor unfortunate souls who are stuck with us for 22 more minutes.
All right. So what do you think will better your chances of seeing a Bigfoot? If this is your odds, and I'm guessing 100 to 120 people a year do see these things because they beat the odds. They just happen to be in the right place at the right time.
Hi, Kent. Nice to see you from, where is Salt Fork? I should.
Oh, Salt Fork. That's up east.
Okay, got you.
Ohio, isn't it? Am I right? Ohio? Salt Fork National Forest.
Yeah.
I think it's in Ohio. Which is awesome.
Who is someone? Oh yeah, we got an invitation to Ohio. So.
Yeah, we did.
By the way, folks, we're booking our calendar for 2025. So if you know of a festival or a con or something that is looking for some really entertaining and not your average guests, have them get in touch with us at squatchamerica@gmail.com. And please like, subscribe, leave a comment in the comments. But we are booking out for 2025 now. We got our first invitation for Michigan in June of 2025. So we're looking at that area for next summer.
Yeah.
So this is the time you need to, please don't say, hey, we're having a festival next month. Can you come out? No, we can't. But Daniel says, get off the couch. You don't know today's generation, do you?
Yes, get off the couch. So here's the deal. I did have an encounter 5 years ago. I did the math yesterday because I'm doing a video. Okay, so 5 years ago.
Redo that math for that video.
Yeah, 5 years ago, I had an encounter. I spend roughly, we live full time in an RV and camp, but we don't spend all that camping time in the woods bigfooting.
One of us has to work.
Yeah, I spend roughly 100 to 150 days a year in the woods bigfooting. The rest of the time we're traveling, whatever,
earning income,
but whatever. I spend a stupid amount of time in the woods. I meant most big game outfitters spend about that much time in the woods, about 100 days a year. Yeah. And speaking of which, we're going to be, look what I just did.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of big game outfitters, I just lost the whole button.
You keep passing it.
I know. Do I?
Yes, slow down just a little bit.
There we go.
All right. Once we are done in Texas and I have a good cry, we will be going back west to start our 2024 round of appearances, starting with the Eugene Boat and Sportsman Show, February 2 through 4, and then February 9 through 11, the Roseburg, Oregon Sportsman's and Outdoor Show, followed by a week with my mother and her birthday. And then from February 23rd to the 25th, in Medford, Oregon, we will be at the Sportsman's and Outdoor Show. March 1st through 3rd, the NorCal Boat and Sports and RV Show in Anderson, California. And I want to put a plea out to our people in Oregon and Northern California. We may need some, put me back up, put my beautiful
okay.
We may need some support at that show because my day job may have me I may have another commitment, which means I could not be with him to man the booth and do all that thing. So if you are interested in volunteering, we'll feed you. That's about, and might be able to cover camping and stuff. But if you're interested in volunteering and being part of our booth setup and helping him out while I am doing stuff for my day job, that's March 1st through 3rd. And that's in Anderson, California. And then a new one this year is March 15th through the 17th in Klamath Falls, Oregon at the Sportsman's and Outdoor Show. And then we're going to tool our way up to Forks, Washington for the Forks Squatch Days, May 24, 25, 26. And then we're going to go east to Medellin Falls for their Bigfoot Best Father's Day weekend. Then
which we have a video for that one.
For Medellin, no, that's Glide.
Oh, that's Glide. No, I have a thing for Medellin.
You have a thing for Medellin?
I thought I did.
No, you don't have a thing for Medellin.
Right, I do.
Oh, you got that. Okay.
And their poster.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, I want a t-shirt with that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, and then the weekend after that, June 22nd, 23rd is the 3rd annual Blue Mountain Bigfoot Festival in Baker City, Oregon. You've got almost a full year to plan for that, so don't miss it. Mm-hmm. July 19th and the 20th is the Glide Bigfoot Festival.
All right. And then we're going
Oh,
to
did the rave stop? Okay. Then after that, this is my part of the show.
okay.
After Glide, we are going to race. We don't like to race, but we don't have a choice. We are going to race across the country to Bangor, Maine for cousin Courtney's wedding. And then we were going to race back across the country for the first annual Bigfoot Festival in Cloudcroft, New Mexico, September, whatever those dates were, in late September. So that is our 2024. And then after that, we're going to come back to Texas.
So just Scott saying, count me in for
Yes.
Anderson, California.
Yes. And Michelle said, count her in.
Okay, cool.
Nice. That's 2 of them.
Good.
The 16th of December. Oh, we forgot our very own thing. The 16th of December.
What's that?
Our event at Lake
Oh,
Milwaukee.
no, I've got that one here.
So this year, let's go back to 2023. If you are in Texas, December 16th at 3 p.m. ish, somewhere in there, we're going to meet at the Campground Clubhouse at the Thousand Trails Lake Tawakoni RV Campground. If you want, bring a dish, bring food,
whatever.
Bring stuff. You know, I'm sure we'll have coffee because we can't. Oh, I wonder if Rika's will be.
There we go. Yeah.
Anyway, we want to have a Bigfoot meet and greet and talk and squash and BS and all that and I say that because Locke, you're right. Dr. Meldrum, God bless his heart. I'm here in the South, so y'all know what that means. God bless his heart. He hasn't had a confirmed sighting. He hasn't had a confirmed encounter. And just like we said on Barnaby's show the other day, all this is purely conjecture, and we are asking questions. We're asking questions. We cannot quantitatively research any of this because we don't have any quantitative data to research. We don't have enough to even ask the right question for that. So we just keep asking questions. We keep interviewing people. We keep putting stuff together. All of Dr. Meldrum's, other than the casts he has and all that, that's all awesome. But all of his calculations really come from applying primate research to this population. And that's okay. That's all we got right now. But like I said to Barnaby, this is all qualitative. This is all conjecture and hypothesizing and theorizing until we have something concrete. When we have the right research question, though, that's going to be pretty awesome.
Yep.
So we just ask questions and we ask questions. Where in Texas, closest city, the closest big city is Dallas.
Of what?
For our gathering on the 16th.
Or gathering on the 16th.
But the closest.
Well, actually, it's Emory, Texas.
It's not really a city.
It's not really a city. Emory, Texas is probably the closest one to
with
that.
a grocery store.
Yeah.
A real grocery store. Like grocery store with a gas station attached.
Actually, I think the closest town is Point, but there's only a
post office. I don't even think that has a pub.
No. But so that's near Emory, Texas. And if you're going to show up, you might see the world famous The Squatch and Cowboy is going to be there.
Yes, he is. Yes. And anyway, just if you are planning to come to that, carpool, because the campground will charge you $10 a car to park, not $10 a person, but $10 a car to use the parking lot.
Yeah, because it's the park that we're in.
Yeah.
So
anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. And really, it's just going to be shooting the breeze.
How many miles does your dolly have on it? I don't know. Dually.
Our dually.
Dually. Oh, got it.
179.
170.
Something like that. 179,000.
Yeah.
Apparently, we're just breaking it in, but for just breaking it in, it's not a whole lot of breaking it.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it's got 170, but it's got the 7.3 diesel, which is usually they get about 800,000 miles on them before they start breaking.
Yes, the Falk Monster himself. We will all be having an encounter with the Falk Monster.
Yeah.
He'll be there. Tell him to bring his jerky. I miss it.
Oh, is Keith Crabtree going to come?
Yes.
To our thing?
Yes, we knew that.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Because we're actually having lunch with them.
No. No. No, the second is a different thing.
I know. Oh, and Keith Crabtree is going to be there. That's right. Oh, I got the names in my brain wrong. Yeah, the Falk Monster himself is going to be there. In case you don't know, Keith Crabtree is the guy who was in the suit in the Legend of Boggy Creek
He is
movie.
the Falcon Monster.
He is the Falcon Monster. So,
all right. So
yeah, he's going to be there. I was going to say my brain was just off.
the brain's been off.
We're actually having lunch
We
this
need
weekend.
to get you back on your nutrition plan,
I
buddy.
know, we do.
The gut-brain balance is no bueno here. Okay, so what else? These poor people. I feel sorry for y'all.
Yeah.
I really, really do.
Yeah. So the nearest town is Emory. I'm trying to
Emory
catch up.
and Canton. It's kind of
Or
between Emory and Canton.
Yeah. Just look up.
Emory and Canton.
I will bring this up again. There's the address.
1246 Rains County Road, 1470 in Point, Texas.
Okay. But really, the nearest big town is Emory.
Home of Rika's Rise and Shine, my favorite coffee shop in all the world.
Mm-hmm.
How did this show start, Pyro? Now I'm curious.
How did this show start?
You said that's how this show started.
What
hot mess tonight? Yes.
Exactly.
Oh.
So I think we got everything in, but our meme of the day.
We have a meme of the day?
We do.
Since when?
Since today. You ready for the meme of the day?
Do I even want to know? Yes. Yes. The older I get, the more I understand why Bigfoot throws rocks at us.
Yeah, exactly.
How many of you experience the phenomenon where now that all your friends know that you're the Bigfoot guy or gal, that's the only thing they send you is Bigfoot stuff? And you get the same stuff, the same memes circulate like about every 3 years. You get the same round of memes. Yes, yeah. It is all discombobulated. Welcome to our lives. Welcome to our lives. Someone had the audacity to call us adorable. The Ann Barnaby's show. I about lost my lunch. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Are we done?" Well, fossils and Bigfoot. It's been Bigfoot themed gifts every Christmas for years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I swear if I get another Bigfoot t-shirt, I do want a Meadowing Falls shirt.
Yeah.
I might say, hey, you don't have to pay us, just give me a t-shirt, but I will not. No, Kelly, don't be listening.
Yeah, Kelly. Gosh.
For comparison, there are roughly 1 million black bears, 1 million moose, and 7 wild hogs out there.
There you go.
So, question, Mr. Anthropologist. Mm-hmm. Would that suggest, based on what we know about the human population, perhaps primate population? Hold on, Daniel. I'm so sorry. Your question scrolled up so fast I forgot about it. But just okay. Keep your shorts on. Yeah, okay. So, would it, if there are 1 million black bears out there, are there going to be more or less Bigfoot? Just a guess. Are black bears going to outnumber them?
I don't know. I would think not. I think they would be closer to the same. I would guess. Because bears and Bigfoot tend to have one child. So population wise, they could be close. But the difference between the bear and the Bigfoot is they do live in the same habitat. But the Bigfoot are way smarter, intelligent wise, than the bear and higher up the food chain. So that's why we don't see them as much, is because they avoid us.
Okay. Danny's question was, is it correct that you asked Bob Gimlin if he saw any other tracks at Bluff Creek besides Patty's?
I did.
Yes, we have a video about it.
Yeah, we did. And
it's going to be right up there somewhere, maybe.
And I know, Daniel, you sent me an email. I actually answered it and sent it back
a while ago.
Check your email. But anyway,
did you know that most people don't check their email anymore?
Yep. But yes, I did. I asked Bob if he found other footprints. But here's the thing with his answer. So Bob is 92 now.
Clear as a bell still.
Yeah, he's still pretty sharp. But he what he said to me is, yes, I did see another footprints there. They were, which I thought were a female. They were smaller. And I followed them for about 3 miles. And they went through a creek. This was his answer to me. They went through a creek, and then I didn't want to wade through the creek up to my waist, so I quit following them. But the thing was,
no one had ever asked you that before.
Nobody had asked him that before. But anyway, but here's the deal. I mean, a lot of people said that these guys over the years said there were no other footprints there. But in his answer, there was something very telling to me. I wonder if I have that. If I can.
Oh, here he goes.
But anyway, in his answer, he said, I saw the footprints up by Bumping Lake, and there was another set of footprints. Bumping Lake is not in Bluff Creek. Bumping Lake is in Yakima, above Yakima, up on Mount St. Helens. So I think he may have misconstrued my question and recalled him finding other footprints in Bumping Lake in Yakima, not in.
Why don't you find that video and see if you can play it?
Yeah.
I'll sing a song. By the way, everyone, just in case you did not know this, today is Wednesday. In 5 days, I will be 54 years old. So, as a birthday gift, hey, join my coffee club, $1.99 a month. Someday the chat is going to be so big that we won't be able to answer any questions except questions from members, just like the big YouTubers do. Are you taking me off?
No, you're good.
No, I'm.
Oh, there we go. I don't know what I'm doing here.
He's trying to shut me up, is what he's doing.
No, I'm pushing buttons.
Yes. Anyway, my birthday is on Monday. So please join our channel. Like, not just subscribe, but join. I am asking you to join our channel for my birthday. Just for fun. What's $1.99 a month? You cannot get coffee from McDonald's for $1.99. Not that you would want to get anything from McDonald's, but anyway, you want to know what my plans are for my birthday? Packing, because I'm going somewhere 3 days after that,
which cannot be disclosed.
I cannot disclose it because it is an invitation only fundraiser,
and
not for Bigfoot.
Okay.
He can't find it.
I will find it.
Scott, if you've got socks that are 54 years old, I am really disappointed in your mother for not burning them a long time ago.
Yes.
A long time ago. So, oh, we're getting there.
Got it.
Okay. Got it. All right, play this.
Hold on, I got to download it to this because it's weird like that. Is that the video overlay? There it is. Okay.
Oh, he just has to drag and drop, which is handy. I don't think it did anything.
Nope, it didn't. So now I got to do it this way.
Right there. Okay. It'll take a minute to download, but he did find. Oh, yep. It's sort of uploading now. Anyway, so yeah, join for my birthday just because. I'm not asking for birthday presents because I'm too old for that nonsense. But and oh
wait. Okay, go ahead. No, stop.
Okay. Are you?
No, keep going. Ah!
What are you doing?
I'm ruining your life.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So anyway, I'm not asking for anything for my birthday, but you could join our channel for my birthday. That'd be awesome. All right. Are
so
you ready?
we're gonna share it this other way because it's gonna take forever to load.
Do you have to optimize for sound? You have to share a tab or screen instead to share audio.
Oh, really?
Yes. Or screen. Share that entire screen. Yes. Now share. Yes, share.
Okay, got it.
All right. Here
There
we
we
go.
go.
Play.
This is
Crossing fingies that it
this
works.
is when I was talking with
Mr. G.
Mr. Gimlin.
The question is, when you guys went back and passed the prints the next day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Were they different size prints?
Well, there was some different size prints there, but the same ones were there too. But see, there was a trackway of what I thought was female because they were longer and narrower, and it appeared to be a young female that was making them. And I followed them for almost a mile down through the sand there by Homing Lake. And and they disappeared down into a little creek and up the other side and into the woods. And so I didn't make that jaunt down in there because I didn't want to walk through the creek. The water was about that deep, and so I just let it go.
Okay, well, thank you.
Interesting. Yeah, Bumping Lake is actually near Wenatchee,
Yep,
Washington.
I know. So the mystery continues.
Maybe he construed the question as, did you ever see other
The print.
footprints?
That's what I think he construed the
Yeah.
question.
So, anyway. Well, guess what? It's 3 minutes after. And
Oh my gosh.
I'm so bored with us right now. Holy crap. Wowzer. Okay.
What's that? King Gibson said, did you?
Ken says, didn't have a Bigfoot at my garbage cans this week, but had a bear. More bears than Bigfoot. This must be scientific data.
It is.
You know what? We lived outside of Yosemite, never had a
We did.
Bigfoot encounter, but boy, the bears were it was lousy with bears getting
Yeah.
into our trash.
Yep. But there has been, believe it or not, we have Bigfoot reports of them dumpster diving.
Yep.
So, well, they're all wishing you happy birthday.
I know, but join our channel.
Yeah. Because
That's what I want.
my birthday's a week later.
Yep.
Just FYI. All right. So, everybody, thank you for being here and putting up with Hannah.
It was we're adorable. We're adorable. We're an adorable couple.
Yeah, as they say.
Insanity. And so, as always, please remember that our job, for
I can never
Pete's sake,
find it. There we go. No,
our job is to investigate the unexplained.
not to explain the uninvestigated.
So until next week, again, like, subscribe, share this video. If you love it, pass it on. Thumbs up. If you don't love it,
pass it on and show
thumbs
people
up
how
anyway.
horrible it was.
Leave some snide comment in the comments.
There we go.
Because that will help us too. Anyway, well, bring your drama. Bring your drama. Anyway, so you keep watching.
And we'll keep squatching.
Bye.
Go out and find Bigfoot.